I was sitting down the other day playing Minecraft, doing some coding, and realized I can upload this onto YouTube. Then I can get other people's ideas into the server, and then I can make it public. $1 billion idea. Yeah, I know. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anyway, I'm gonna go over the progress that has been happening over the past 3 days. Also, all of the code that I used will be open sourced on the Discord server that's linked in the description. You should come join us. Please. Alright, let's get right into it. Okay, I see how you want to play it. Look at these guys. The website won't even load. So the first plugin I would be using is called Items Adder, which is basically you can add in like really cool stuff. You can add in like these cool ranks, which really caught my eye here. You can add in like custom armors as well, which is quite cool. Let me get up a photo. Come on. You can add, yeah, see this 3D armor. 3D armor. Who would have thought? Minecraft, but it's 3D. Genius. Anyway, you can add in a lot of cool stuff with this plugin. They've got like a full-on wiki. They've got like the first install wiki. Everything here. Anyway, this took me, surprisingly, it took me a day to install, since it was my first install day. Whatever, right? This part took me the longest. Just use self-host. Trust me, it's faster, it's better. Anyway, the first thing I wanted to install was this pack right here, the optional steps. This default pack right here. It comes with a bunch of cool items that are right here in the game, such as icons, swords, pickaxes. Look at all of this. Do you know what I can do with a cancel? Do you know what I can do? I can run up to a player, hit him with the cancel, and it'll be just like Twitter. Easy. The next thing that I wanted to add in was cool ranks. See that thing? See that thing behind my name? That's what I added it on day 2, which was the ranks. See this next to my name? This took me so long. Anyway, let's see how I did it. I needed a few extra plugins. I needed tabs, which is this plugin right here, where it makes it like a custom tab. I needed placeholder API for this here, this little thing, because it allows me to add like custom emotes like this. I think this is also an items adder, but if you use the API, you can add in custom ones. Like, look at this. Look, boom, rocket launcher right here. I also needed Lucky Perms and Lucky Perms chat for like the chat ranks and all of that. And what I did in that, if I do editor here, what I did here was basically I made a new group called owner and then put the weight as 100. So let's say if I had 2 ranks, let's say I had admin and owner, it would be that owner would have priority since its weight is higher, because that's how things work in life. If you've got a higher weight, you've got higher priority. Anyway, there's also, I need to add in the prefix, which is this is basically an emoji in the game, what I showed you guys before. And this is like its rank. It's the exact same as weight. Let's say I had this and this. If I had both of them, this prefix would be on top because the weight is higher. And yeah, this wasn't too difficult to add in. I just installed like a resource pack for it. But yeah, that rounds up what I did on day 2. Now then, day 3, the latest day that I did the most coding in. This took me the longest, right? Because I need to add in a custom GUI. Now, how I did this was first, I needed to import it as an emote like this. I tried to, oh, I've got auto jump on. I've tried to make it look like wavy, but that didn't really work out. This isn't the final design, of course. I'm going to change it, add some cool lines. As you can see, I based it off MCC Island's design, how they had like these cool squares here. Anyway, after around another day of testing, well, let's say like this was, I think, mid-day 2, after I added in all the ranks. This was like mid-day 2 where I decided, okay, I need to add in an owner GUI. And now let's skip over to day 3, because I made the design. Now let's skip over to day 3. Now, day 2 was a complete waste, because I was watching YouTube tutorials in like 5 different languages that I don't even think the person who was speaking them understood them. But eventually I got the hang of it. I downloaded a example. Anyway, I downloaded an example, and that didn't help me at all. So I had to restart everything with the GUIs, of course. And then when I went into the game and I did this as well, I realized that this entire menu was glitched. Like, this was like 10 pixels, 16 pixels off. Anyway, I had to reset everything back from when I added in the ranks, which was annoying because I made a lot of progress after that. But that's in the past. I managed to get the ranks in because I realized I could have been using script, which is my normal plugin. It's basically like coding in Java, except 1,000 times easier. But I think coding in Java is better, but I just use script because, you know, it's the human tendency not to learn. Anyway, so basically what I did was I set it the command to /GUI. I'm gonna change it because I need to have a play. I made the command /GUI trigger, which is what happens after I type this command in the chat. Then I did /set_GUI, which this just works, by the way. I have no idea how, but this just works. Set_GUI, which is the chest, to a new chest inventory with 6 rows. So that's like a double chest with the name that's in regular colon offset -16 at F, and then that. What this does is basically this makes it so the color is white, and this is the emote. So the actual GUI texture is just an emote, right? And then this moves it so it's in place. This aligns it with the center of your screen. Set slot 0 of GUI to red stained glass. This is just a test. I actually need to remove that. And then it says open_GUI, which opens this to the player who ran the command. And then on inventory, click if name of event-inventory is, I just copied this and put it here. If the player has this open, if the event slot is 10, cancel event and says executed command. This is more like a debugging thing to make sure that it all worked. Then I also added in these two, where it has /SR, which makes script reload, and /IAR, which makes IAZip, makes the texture pack reload. But yeah, this is all the code. And now if we see it in game, we see when I type in /GUI, it opens up this inventory with on slot 1. I need to remove this. I also made the chest transparent because it makes it look a lot cleaner. But see, when I click on this slot, this is meant to be the ranks, this is meant to be a banhammer, and this is meant to be the items. When I click on this, it basically says in chat, executed command. I'm going to change it to what I want after. Probably going to make it open a new GUI. But anyway, this is how that bit works. Next, what I wanted to do was I needed to add in the icons for the ranks, which was a little bit more simpler in the original thing that I downloaded with the /IA, this category. I basically retextured one of the swords to be ranks and set the damage to 1 tap, literally God himself. But yeah, and then I made it. I made a hammer. I retextured one of the hammers to be a banhammer. And basically, what this is this is a pickaxe. This is a pickaxe, and this is a sword. And they have custom model data, which basically means if the custom model data is, let's say, 5, it changes it so it looks like this. And same for this. It changes like all of its stats. It changes everything. But that's my progress so far. On day 4, I edited this entire video. Yes, took me a long time. But tomorrow, I'm pretty sure I want to finish off the GUI and then fix everything up. So yeah, subscribe. See ya. Next video dropping hopefully on day 5. See ya.